then we'll just bounce back and forth between email questions and audience questions. So is there anyone that has a burning question that wants to run to the front first? Okay, come on up.
Thank you very much. My name is Simi Sola Obason. I am the president of the Black community here in Airdrie. And I would first like to start by thanking the Airdrie RCMP and the RCMPK division for honoring our invitation to our Black History events, the Gala and Awards Night, and particularly the Legal Education Seminar. That was quite informative for our members. So thank you very much for that, Staff Sergeant Zenadine and Corporal Jessica Hawkins. My first question will be around community engagement, especially given how empowering the legal education seminar was for residents of Airdrie, particularly the Black residents of Airdrie. Are there any community engagement activities lined up for residents of Airdrie in 2025? How do we have access to that? It's particularly important for me to be able to take that information back to the Black residents of Airdrie so that we're informed and we're able to better engage with the municipal enforcement and the RCMP here in Airdrie. That will be my first question. And my second question will be around the policing committee, which I believe should be one of the main focus of tonight's meeting. I've been following the progress of that committee proposal, from the budget proposal to the constitution of the committee. I think it's quite laudable that citizen members are being considered to be a part of that committee. But my question around that will be the 2 additional members that will be appointed by the province. Could we have more insight into the criteria, into what will be considered to appoint these 2 additional members? I think for transparency and accountability, it's important for us to know these things so that we are better informed as to how the province is getting involved in community policing here in Airdrie. Thank you very much.
To address the first part of the question, I'm going to turn it over to our CMP, whoever on the panel thinks that they're best.
I'll start. I'll start. Thank you for the question. So I think there was sort of 2 parts. How do we let the community know if there's community engagement opportunities that the RCMP and or municipal enforcement are doing? I know that when we are having events, I know that the City of Airdrie is very gracious and allows us to post those online. From the Airdrie detachment perspective, Jessica has been working hard. We are wanting to develop a diversity committee, and so I'm going to turn it over to Jessica to talk about how that is progressing. What our hope is that the detachment will be able to have a committee that I would chair as the RCMP, but it would be made up of a number of folks from different diverse communities that can help guide our direction and make sure that we are where we need to be, educating, whether it's providing information, those sorts of things. That is something that we started last year. One of the biggest pieces is that just getting connected with the right folks in the different diverse groups. We've always sort of tagged onto Calgary's different groups and have been invited, but we want to settle one here, and it is important to me. So I'm going to let Jessica talk about some of the stuff that already has happened and where we're hoping to go with it.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, we have had quite a few meetings internally because that is our goal, is to have that diversity committee set up. So at this point, I've reached out to quite a few different areas within the community that want to be a part of it. So I have quite a few. I have about 15 individuals that have committed to be part of the community committee. So once that takes place, it's just a matter of setting up those meetings for continually so we can host them, address any issues that come up, and move forward from there.
Thank you very much. I think that's very impressive because my husband, who's seated right here, is also an RCMP member with the Three Hills Detachment, and he tells me about the exciting community initiatives that the Three Hills Detachment usually has ongoing. So I'm quite delighted to hear. And to the second question that I asked.
For that, I'll turn it over to Director Weinberger.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. So this is in the initial stages. The Police Governance Act, our governance rules came down a couple months ago. We're actually in the midst of starting our interview process for our members at large, our community members. Then it will go back to council on March 18th for their involvement to endorse the selections through the interview process, as well as identify the 2 council members that will be sitting on that committee. As it relates to the provincial members, that's completely up to the Minister of Public Safety. They're not saying that they will provide provincial members. It's just it's something that the minister may do if things aren't moving forward as progressing as we're supposed to.
Thank you very much. I'll just keep my eyes peeled for more progress reports on that. Thank you.
Thank you.